Bonjour tout le monde et bienvenue. Bienvenue là où la négociation commence. Oui, c'est ici que ça commence. Good morning, everybody. Welcome, and welcome to where bargaining begins. Yes, it starts here. What we discuss and decide over the next 2 days will be crucial not only to our members, but to the future of our union. A lot of you know that I don't hold back either my opinions or my feelings, and I don't intend to behave any differently in my first speech as president. I want, first of all, to thank you for the support you've shown me in becoming president. Hearing from you and speaking with a lot of you over the last few weeks has reminded me not only how grateful I am to be a member of PIPS, but how great some of the challenges we're facing really are. The Ottawa Citizen article last month announcing the results of our election spelled out some of those challenges. The consequences of the latest omnibus bill and its effects on bargaining, the plans to diminish sick leave and disability benefits. I'm really looking forward to talking with each of you over the next couple of days as we plan our bargaining strategy. But before we do, I want to share with you some of my thoughts on some of the key challenges I believe this conference has to address above all others. And make no mistake, we do face challenges. They are challenges unlike any others faced by this union and its members in decades. Most of you, I hope, will have heard by now of our new member engagement initiative, Better Together. Those words say what as committed union members we already know to be true. We are better when we work and stand together. The Harper regime has a new member engagement initiative too. I'm sure you've all heard of it as well. It's called C4. Unlike ours, however, its purpose is not to bring parties and positions closer together, but to blow them apart. Kaboom! It's intended to make sure that only one position or point of view, theirs, is allowed to exist. The principles of fair and free debate that I learned in school don't seem to apply with this government. Ideology has replaced good faith and what was a shared belief in the benefits of harmonious labor relations. Quand le gouvernement Harper a été élu en 2006, beaucoup de gens parlaient de ses intentions cachées. Attendez un peu, disait-il. Vous ne le voyez peut-être pas maintenant, mais ça va venir, vous verrez. Eh bien, mes amis, confrères, consoeurs, les intentions du projet de loi C4 sont loin d'être cachées. Les intentions des projets de loi C377 et C525 sont aussi claires comme l'eau de roche. Que cela ne trompe personne, ces lois visent à supprimer le droit de recourir à l'arbitrage et le droit de grève. Ces lois attaquent sur tous les fronts la capacité de financement des syndicats. Ces lois rendent plus difficile l'accréditation des syndicats et plus facile la révocation de cette accréditation. Ces lois font partie d'une machination pour détruire les valeurs et la raison d'être des syndicats du secteur public, à vos yeux, mais aussi ceux de la population canadienne. A lot of our members are likely wondering right now, a lot of you may be wondering, what kind of bargaining strategy can we hope to mount in the face of this assault? With salary, sick leave, performance management, contracting out, and other issues on the table, and with the legislative deck now stacked against us, what hope do we have of holding on to what we already have, let alone making progress at bargaining? There's no denying that the anti-union agenda of the current government, which takes labor relations back 70 years, makes our work this weekend and over the next year harder than it has ever been. But I also believe that it makes our work more vital, more meaningful, more purposeful than it has been in decades. Most of all, it means restoring hope to those, both inside and outside the public service and the labor movement, who this government seeks to deprive of any hope. I'm thinking not just of our members, but of the Canadians our members serve. As I see it, we need a bargaining agenda that addresses 3 overarching objectives. 1, it has to give our members hope that bargaining can be meaningful and that PIPS can deliver, perhaps not on everything, but on the issues that in the end matter most to all of us. 2, it has to defend the image of public sector unions, of PIPS in particular, and institutions of democracy and fairness that enjoy the full support of their members, but that also reflect the long-term values and interests of all Canadians. And 3, it has to be fought publicly. Whenever and wherever possible, our agenda must be advocated openly and in public using newer social media tools alongside conventional media in reaching out to both our members and the public. This last point, I believe, is crucial. As we've seen too often over the past year alone, this government has launched one all-out attack after another against our members and against unions. Our members have been accused wrongly of being over-entitled, of using too much sick leave, and of underperforming. In short, as we saw with WFA, of no longer being of service. Unions have been accused of standing in the way of modernization, of being concerned only with their members' interests and not with the public's interests. But we know that nothing could be further from the truth. In fact, our decision to join the CLC made it very clear. Public service professionals today recognize that our struggle is the struggle that all Canadians face. It's about earning a decent, not an obscene or an unfair living. It's about protecting benefits that all working Canadians deserve to enjoy, not just those who can afford them. And it's about defending rights that took previous generations of Canadians decades to achieve. Decent salaries, adequate sick leave, equal pay for equal work, freedom of association. These are the real hallmarks of modernization, and they weren't just given away. They were always achievements we, union members and Canadians, had to fight for. And they will always need to be defended against the charge that they're out of date or can't be afforded. As if fairness just simply fell out of fashion. As if we lived in a country that suddenly found that justice was just a little too expensive or inconvenient. En réalité, collectivement, les employés de l'État, les professionnels, les Canadiens, nous n'avons pas les moyens de perdre ces acquis. Mais ce gouvernement ne croit pas aux négociations collectives justes et honnêtes. Ce gouvernement veut nous priver du droit de recourir à l'arbitrage. Ce gouvernement veut nous priver du droit de grève, des droits pratiques depuis des décennies. Nos syndicats et les communautés de ce pays ne peuvent absolument pas laisser de tels changements se produire sans les contester. Et avec nos syndicats alliés, c'est ce que nous faisons et nous ne céderons pas à l'intimidation. Ne pas lutter, ce serait reconnaître que nous n'avons plus le droit d'être en désaccord avec notre employeur ou notre gouvernement. Que notre opinion d'employés et de Canadiens n'a aucune importance. Que tout sera décidé en secret ailleurs par quelqu'un d'autre, du Conseil du Trésor ou le cabinet du Premier ministre, par des gens qui prétendent savoir mieux que nous. This government's vision of Canada is not a place where I want to live. It's not a place where you or most of our members want to live. And luckily, it's not a place where most Canadians want to live either. Just ask them. If the polls are any indication, the current Conservative government has reached the bottom rung of public approval ratings and of credibility. The Senate scandal, the omnibus bills, the endless partisan attacks on public servants, public policies, and public programs have finally taken their toll. It will be a long climb back to government by the next election. Of course, a lot can happen between now and then. But the polls show that Canadians are not happy with the Harper government and they want change. 55% of Canadians now say that they believe Canada is headed in the wrong direction, compared to just 28% last year. Leave us till next year and hopefully it'll be up around 90. I'm not surprised. Canadians' values never were Harper government values. Canadians just don't agree with their version of reality. They don't agree with it because they know too much of it is based on denial of reality. They deny budget accountability. Just ask Kevin Page. They deny media accountability. Just ask the press gallery. They deny election fraud and spending violations. Just ask Elections Canada. They deny climate change. Just ask our federal scientists. They deny more money for health care, for food safety, for rail safety. They deny funding to women, to environmentalists, to refugees needing health care. They deny much-needed pension reform and job programs. Just ask the provinces, the young, women, minorities, war vets, or seasonal workers. Just ask anyone. They disrespect professionals and deny labor rights. Just ask us. A public service, a country, and a world built on denial of service serves no one and builds nothing. If the Conservatives were a computer virus, they probably would constitute the single largest denial of service attack ever launched against Canadians and their government. And we may laugh, but it's true. My reason for stressing this point is to say, while bargaining with the current government may feel a little like negotiating with a trigger-happy gunslinger, at any moment they can pull the trigger and annihilate arbitration, deny the right to strike, and eliminate any competing economic projections. We're not alone, and the political landscape is changing. Democracy is coming. La démocratie s'en vient. Comme l'a chanté Leonard Cohen, les élections s'en viennent aussi. Nous avons l'occasion, si nous discutons ouvertement et publiquement avec nos employeurs et les Canadiens, de 1. Rétablir la vraie modernisation. 2. De réintégrer en fait la raison et la démocratie dans les relations de travail fédérales. Et 3. De redonner l'espoir à nos membres et aux Canadiens. Nous devons rétablir la vérité sur nos membres et notre syndicat auprès des Canadiens. C'est le but de la conférence. C'est le bout de cette ronde de négociation. Ce sera aussi le bout de mon mandat comme présidente. Nous n'avons pas l'intention d'abandonner, de nous soumettre ou de disparaître. Nous savons que nous, les syndicats, le gouvernement, les employés et les employeurs, les membres et les Canadiens devons travailler ensemble, car nous sommes tous bien mieux ensemble. Notre programme n'est pas basé sur le déni ou la destruction. Il est basé sur l'engagement à l'égard de l'équité et du public. Et je sais que notre programme portera ses fruits et que la clé de notre succès sera de mieux travailler ensemble. Harper and Clement are doing their very best to attack public sector workers and the unions that represent them. But in response, we are coming together. Unions are coming together. We know this government's MO. Divide the unions, and if you can promote division within unions, so much the better. Then you can pick them off one at a time. But that's not going to happen this time. This time, we know what's coming, and we're getting ready. Federal public sector unions have joined forces as never before. We're sharing strategies, we're combining resources, and we're committed to standing strong together, because we know it's the only way to take on this government. When we joined the CLC, we became part of something bigger than ourselves. Now, by coming together with our sister unions in the federal public service, we're becoming part of something bigger once again. We take strength from our colleagues, and they take strength from us. Sure, we all have our individual interests, and we know it's our job to protect those interests. But we also know that we can find common ground to stand together without jeopardizing the interests of our members. Nous avons le même défi à l'Institut professionnel. Les groupes ici présents aujourd'hui représentent une merveilleuse diversité d'intérêts. Et vous prenez tous très au sérieux votre rôle de protecteur et de défenseur des intérêts des membres que vous représentez. I personally have the deepest respect for what you do for your members. Now our challenge will be to find the path to work together, to combine and multiply our strengths so that we can best serve all those members. I know you'll take up this challenge, and I'm certain that we'll find a path to working together. And when we do, we'll push our agenda forward, our dedication to fairness and to the public we all serve. Just wait. You may not see it now, but mark my words, you will. Public service professionals will once again feel the pride of serving their fellow Canadians. So let's get to work so that we can get to that day sooner rather than later. Mettons-nous au travail. Thank you. Merci.